The most haunting chapter of Marion County's coal saga lies not in the coal itself, but in how it was mined. From the 1870s through the 1890s, Tennessee and its industrial allies relied on the convict lease system, a form of state-sanctioned slavery. Prisoners, most of them black men convicted of petty crimes or swept up in Reconstruction era or Jim Crow legal traps, were leased to companies like the Tennessee Coal, Iron, and Railroad Company, TCI, to toil in underground mines, chained in labor gangs, often for years. The Inman mines just down the slope from Jump Off became notorious for this brutal system. Inside the shafts, the air grew thin, and daylight vanished. Convicts worked by lantern light, hacking at coal walls and pushing iron carts for 12-hour shifts. Disease ran rampant. Accidents were routine. Death was cheap. Above ground, beehive ovens belched smoke that drifted toward quiet communities like Jump Off. The people on the ridge may not have seen the chains firsthand, but they smelled the fire, heard the rail whistles, and knew the cost. The system was not ended by social moral reform, it was ended by economic revolt. Like so many revolutions, one need only look at the laborers. In this case, during the early 1890s, the free miners played revolutionaries. They were furious that convict labor had driven down wages, and so they began to burn company stockades and liberate prisoners in violent acts of resistance. By 1896, Tennessee ended convict leasing, but the scars of that period ran deep. To support the growing labor needs, entire towns were built by the companies themselves, Whitwell being the crown jewel. Originally known as Cheekville, Whitwell was founded in 1877 as a mining hub. Houses, stores, and schools were constructed, not by independent townsfolk, but by TCI and its predecessors. Wages were often paid in scrip or company money. This currency was usable only at company-owned stores, tying workers to a cycle of debt and dependence. Every building and every blade of grass belonged to the company. Unionization was a constant battle. So was dignity. Still, families came. Italian and Eastern European immigrants joined native-born Appalachians in the mines. Generations grew up under the shadow of tipples and smokestacks, carving lives from stone and smoke. And then came the decline. By the 1920s, Roan Iron Company, another major player based nearby, collapsed amid labor unrest and diminishing ore quality. TCI, by then absorbed into U.S. Steel, shifted operations southward. The coke ovens cooled, the town shrank, and the mountain took back the land inch by inch.